no, my family doesn't permit or something like that, I simply would be an employee. I would be an employee, not a partner. When one is employee, then same degree of discipline, same degree of value system, same degree of work will not be there as when he was an partner. होगा ना थोड़ा, पार्टनर होगा तो बिजनेस खड़ा करना है, हो सकता है साइकिल पे भी चलें, स्कूटर पे भी चलें, कार पे भी चलें, सिंपल इकोनॉमी क्लास में भी चलें, और जब एम्प्लॉय बन जाते हैं तो वो सिस्टम चलता है, वो दूसरा मेरे बराबर तो जी एग्जीक्यूटिव क्लास मिलता है तो मैं भी यही क्लेम करूंगा, फर्स्ट क्लास एयर टिकट चाहिए मुझे, ये चाहिए, ऐसी चीजें आ जाती हैं, ऐसी चीजें आ जाती हैं. दिस इज अ सिचुएशन ऑफ मॉरल हैजार्ड. क्योंकि we don't have any mechanism to enforce that degree of discipline. We are as a shareholder, we are the owner of a company. As a shareholder, we are the owner of a company. Shareholders are the owner of the company. They employ professionals, and they don't have, shareholder don't have any mechanism to ensure the discipline in the workforce. They depend upon so many mechanism is there, but that degree is not, direct enforcement is not there. That is because of asymmetric information problem. So many cases are there. The second point I discussed was existence of a strong property right system if market is to be efficient. Now, to explain this concept, we have to make a distinction between public good and private good. There is a concept of public good and private good. Public goods are better to be produced by the public sector or government sector. Private goods are the goods because of whose nature better efficiently they are left to the private sector. That's why we are, make this distinction between private good and public good. Now, these are the characteristics of public goods. Public goods are non-exclusive and they arise in situation of non-rivalry. Non-exclusive and non-rivalry type of, they don't compete with the others. Situation is where they don't compete with the others. Like defense is a situation, or defense, law and order, defense. Now everyone is getting the same degree of protection. Everyone, because of defense operations, the military operations, army, navy and air force and all, the country is protected. All sitting here, we are getting the same degree of protection. So this is a non-rivalry. My consumption, I am getting the protection. It is not in any way diminishing the protection of the other. They are also getting the equal degree. But on the other hand, if there is a ice cream, if I consume ice cream, that ice cream is not available to other. That ice cream is not available to other. My consumption is debarring the other. That is a private good. That is a private good. Exclusive. My consumption excludes other. My consumption excludes other. But in such situation, public goods, this non-exclusive, they are of non-exclusive nature, non-rivalry nature. My consumption will not affect the consumption of the other. This is what I have been written in the second. All enjoy the same benefit. Now, the nature of the public good is such, which now how to price the public good. Private good is okay. What is the cost of the ice cream? I should pay for that. I should pay for that the cost of the ice cream. Now, defense everyone is getting. How much one should pay? How much one should pay? How to collect this price from individuals? They are lumpy. लंप सम होता है, जैसे कोई डिफेंस है, इसको अलग अलग नहीं किया जा सकता. यू आर गेटिंग दिस मच, ऑल आर गेटिंग. द बेटर वे इज दैट गवर्नमेंट स्पेंड द मनी एंड देन कलेक्ट इट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ए टैक्सेस. Collect it in the form of a taxes. This concept of public goods that gives the situation of a free rider. That gives the situation of a free rider. Free rider means who escape from the system, who gets the facility but escape from the situation and don't contribute towards the pricing of that product. That is a free ride. In government system, this type of situation most of the time arises. How to force everyone to contribute? There is a situation of free rider. People consume, get away, don't pay. Same is the case with income tax and other situation. Some people one way or the other way, they get away with the system. They don't contribute in any way. So pricing is a big issue. Pricing is a major issue in case of public goods. These are the examples like weather forecast, weather monitoring. Government is spending huge money, but how to force anyone that you should pay this much, you should pay this much, because we cannot identify the benefit which one is getting. One may get more benefit, one may at all may not get benefit. Public lighting system, national defense, satellites, or malaria eradication, immunization program. These are some of the situations which are of public goods nature, and strict pricing in the market is not possible. Better if they are provided by the government, and government collects the taxes, fund it through taxes or any other mechanism. This is a tragedy of commons. Tragedy of commons. अब जैसे यहाँ कहें कि एक इंस्टीट्यूट के बगल में बिल्कुल एक खाली प्लॉट पड़ा है, वो गवर्नमेंट का है, किसी प्राइवेट का नहीं है. सारे आसपास का जो कचरा है वहां पर डस्टबिन बन जाएगा ना, विद ए शॉर्ट स्पैन ऑफ टाइम. नोबडी इज देयर टू लुक आफ्टर, इंश्योर द property, that this is my property, I will not allow it to be destroyed in that way. That is a public property. That is a public property. So public property, protection of rights, they becomes difficult. रेलवे प्रॉपर्टी है, कितने लोगों ने देखेंगे, आप जाएंगे, that is कब्जे किए होंगे या काम कर रहे होंगे, but strictly enforcement of public rights are difficult in those situations. ये जैसे अब ये समुद्र में फिशिंग, anyone can extract and exhaust the resource because of the nature of a good. That's why overcutting of forests, the property where you cannot enforce the property rights, then people have the incentive to misuse it. उसको तालाब हो, मछली हो, या कुछ और फॉरेस्ट हो, या ट्रीज हो, और एनी अदर रिसोर्स, that would be exhausted, that would be controlled by few people, and all these scams जो अभी हो रहे हैं ये, all these natural resources they have been grabbed by powerful people. They have been grabbed by powerful people because of less existence of the property rights, proper property rights. If the property rights are properly distributed and insured, then no one can misuse it. But in case of government system, the property belongs to all, therefore it belongs to none as well. कोई भी उसको कब्जा कर ले. Overuse, misuse, that is the normal tendency. That is the normal tendency. This is basically that private system works on short-term gains. Private system works on short-term. As private individual, our purpose is to maximize profit. What will happen to environment if you overcut the trees, destroy the forest wealth? Nobody bothers. उसको जल्दी से उसको खत्म कर देना, because it gives profit to me. Government has to see to what extent this cutting of forest or use of this sea life and fishes or any other such type of valuable resources is to be exhausted. Sustainability concept of sustainable development arises from there only. We have to cut trees, no problem, to satisfy the human needs, but there should be plantation of trees as well. Water should be there for everyone, but supply of water, that must be ensured by proper forestation and maintenance of the other system. That basically is a sort of intervention from the government side. So this is a tragedy of commons. Commons means everyone, the things which are of common people, everyone people, they are misused, overused, and then because of which there is a possibility of extinction of them, destruction of them, animal life, plant life, these are the cases belong to that category. इसीलिए आप देखते हैं कि ये हमारे अभी क्या कहते हैं इसको, what we call forest conservation laws, then इसको क्या कहते हैं ये parks, line park, this Kana park, this park, or national park, preservation, conservation of plant and animal life. These things have been done. Why? Because if you don't have such mechanism, they will be killed, overused, misused. Nowhere you will find. हाथी को मार दिया. रेनोसरस इन ये यहाँ आसाम के अंदर हैं, उसमें वो पोचिंग होता रहता है, उनको वो कुछ मार देते हैं और बिक जाएगा. They have been killed. So many species, rare species, they have extinct. Nowhere exist because of this greed, human greed. This greed is there. Basically, that greed is inbuilt into the system in a market-based system, because we want to maximize the profit. We want to maximize the wealth. What is assumption is, what is beneficial to me? Assumption is, what is good to me is also good to society. What is good to me is also good to society, but that never holds true. We benefit, but sometimes we in this process creates lot of trouble for the others. That is the problem. Suppose natural monopoly, railway network. Railway is a situation, atomic energy is a situation where better if it is handled by the government. You just think of if railway network is whole railway network is given to Tata or some Birla or these Ambanis, then there is a possibility of misuse. There is a possibility of misuse. It is serving so many purposes. It is serving so many fare, freight, national defense, calamity आ जाए, कहीं भूचाल आ जाए, भूकंप आ जाए, एकदम गवर्नमेंट को फ्री में अनाज और पूरी फोर्सेस भेजनी पड़ती है. private person would charge, which is not possible. It's a symbol of national integration, connecting market from one place to another, one area to another, and efficiently better if it is done by the government. Otherwise, if you leave the things, that will create a monopoly, and monopoly, always you have read it in your textbook, that it always compromises with the interest of the consumer. So these non-monopolies which are required sometime can only be created in the government system. Railway is a one example. It's a monopoly type of situation, but with the government. But if it is with any individual, then it may compromise with the national interest. Same is the case with, suppose, atomic energy. You can't leave this strategic issue to the private person. They may compromise, but government cannot compromise in that way. Contract enforcement, I already explained to you that agreement market system can only work whatever being agreed between the party must be ensured. That requires the strong legal system. If it is not there, then there will be problems. Lot of corruption exists in the government system because of this compromise. आपने एग्रीमेंट किया, उसको उससे पिटवाया, उसको उससे पिटवाया, एंड करप्शन पैसे देके जो काम होता है, इट बेसिकली कंप्रोमाइजेस विद दैट सिचुएशन. Now this is the I explained to you a bit, but let me explain this further. Externalities are the third party effects. अभी टाइम है ना कुछ? I can take 10 minutes more. You please can ask the questions. I would like to answer the question. It is a interactive. I suppose it is interactive, but अभी मेरी तरफ से ही है. So externalities, these are the third party effects, and decision maker has to take into account if decision is to be appropriate. It could be positive, it could be negative. Externalities could be positive or it could be negative. The negative is of the type like if I produces chemicals and I throw them waste material into the sea or river or dump it underground, then it will cause lot of destruction to air, quality of soil, water, all would be polluted. That is a negative. And positive is in terms of the education, health, and maintaining a park, etc., etc. These are the positive effects I generate in the society. Like smoking is a, although it is a totally private, but also we generate third party effects. If one smoke, then it not only create effect on the individual but also create adverse impact on the society, others. That is a negative externality we are creating. Positive externality is like education, I have explained to you. Negative externality. Decision is based on what is the cost of production and what is the price. That is the decision. How much I would produce. How much I would produce depends upon what is the cost of production and what is the price or revenue I am generating. But in between, I am creating negative impact on the plant, animal, water, air. Nowhere this costing has been done by me. Nowhere this costing has been done by me. Based on that, this is my production. This is my private cost. and this is the benefit revenue whatever I will get, and this is the level of production, and this is the price. Now this is the externality. If I include the negative impact I generate, the cost will go up. Cost will go up. Per unit cost will go up. So that is the higher cost, that is the negative externalities, and this is the new one. Equilibrium means where supply and demand interact. Now this would be the new point of equilibrium. Earlier point is this. Now it is the new one. Now at new, if I include negative impact, price would be higher, production would be lower. So if negative impact effects I generate into the system, society, they are properly taken care of, price would be higher, production would be low. When there is a low production, automatically कुछ तो नुकसान कम होगा ना. Less chemical I will throw into the system, less destruction of the environment, and that is how the market function. यानी ये कॉस्टिंग को इंटरनलाइज कराना है उसमें. समझे आप प्रॉब्लम? Just try to understand. The need is how to internalize this negative effects I am generating into the system. How this should be a part of the costing process. If they are the part of the costing process, then it will increase the price. Price enhancement of price automatically means less demand and production would be less. So in a way that is a type of solution that would be enforced. Less production means less harm to the society. That is the need. But if it is not taken care of, negative impact I am generating, then I will have a tendency to overproduce, more production, less price. लोग भी उसको कंज्यूम करेंगे, उसका जो प्रोडक्शन होगा ज़्यादा प्रोडक्शन होगा, ज़्यादा एनवायरनमेंट को लॉस होगा. That would be the situation which will emerge. This is a positive impact. This is the situation before creating the positive externality, and see, positive externality means demand for other, the benefit to other, the benefit we are generating to others. So this would be the new demand curve, and that require earlier this was the level of production in the society, but new positive impact require a situation where production should be at this level, at higher level. If proper accounting is done, then production should be at a higher level. But there is no as such in the market system mechanism how to enforce this. Therefore, some intervention or sort of process is required whereby these positive externalities, they are properly taken care of. Is this clear? I mean, how to deal with externalities? There are different mechanisms. One is tax. You impose tax, those who create negative impact. Give subsidy, those who create positive. सोलर एनर्जी कोई अपने यहाँ लगाता है तो एनवायरनमेंट को कम पोल्यूट करेगा, तो उसको सब्सिडी दे दीजिएगा. दिस इज वन वे टू क्रिएट ए बेटर इम्पैक्ट इन द सोसाइटी, एंड दिस इज हाउ गवर्नमेंट क्रिएट दीज थिंग्स. या जैसे हम कहते हैं कि वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग प्लांट लगाना, ट्रीटमेंट, सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स वेयर बाई better utilization of the rainwater harvesting, better processes, technologies are installed by producer and consumer that will help in protecting the environment and creating a positive. Whereby if you create positive, subsidize. If you create negative, tax it. I mean, this is how the market system work. If you impose tax, then it will raise the cost and it will reduce the amount. These are the reasons for government failure. I am nearer to concluding the whole discussion. So don't become restless. Huh? Reasons for government failure. Government does not have incentive to correct the problem. I mean, government, there is a lag is there, time lag is there. Even if government diagnose the problem, then they don't have the mechanism to speedily correct it. Some inertia is there. अभी जो ये प्रेजेंट गवर्नमेंट आप देख रहे हैं, they know the problem, but inertia is there and nothing is happening. One reason or the other reason. Government does not have the information to deal with the problem. Government, in government system, I mean, information is the biggest problem. Information, credible information is required for correct decision. If you look at the poverty, unemployment, the figures are fudged and you don't get the correct information. Almost statistical data is given in such a way which favors the government or which helps the government in a way. So correct information is a problematic area. Bureaucratic control is there. Sometimes if you introduce control, then further control, so it only complicates the whole issue. So basically inertia is there in the government, credibility is lacking, government does not have the incentive to work faster, it only tries to perpetuate the interest of few sections of society, those who have influence in the decision making process. एंटी ट्रस्ट लेजिस्लेशन, जैसे हमारे यहाँ कंपटीशन कमीशन इज देयर, कमीशन इज देयर, IRDA is there, Insurance Regulatory Development, SEBI is there. SEBI has done very well. I mean, you just take the case of Sahara. It's a very powerful